The family room, a place of opportunity, a place of discovery. When I think of a family room, I think of a place that's intended to bring the family together. It's a place where each member of the family can feel comfortable, welcomed. It's a place to establish connection. A place where you can speak to each other, find out what happened during the day. It's a place to speak to your kids, or your kids can speak to you. The family room is a place where each member of the family can exist and can dwell, right? It's a place where you can practice family rituals like game night, movie nights. It's a place where you can just have casual conversation. It's a place where you can just catch up with your spouse at the end of a long night once you've put the kids down, right? So the family room is a very special place in the home. It is a place where you do life together. Now, picture this. It's Christmas morning, the tree's up, you've had breakfast, and it's that time everyone's been waiting for literally like the whole year. The time where you get to open up your gifts. Where does that happen? In the family room, of course. Or if you have kids and they take the first steps, where does that happen? Sometimes that happens in the family room. It can happen anywhere, but sometimes that happens in the family room. What I'm trying to say is the family room is a special place in the house where you get to do life with your loved ones, your family, your husband, your wife, your children, your dog. It's a place where you get to live and do life all together, right? It's a place of discovery, right? It's a place where you can discover and rediscover new things about your husband you've been married to for 14 years, right? It's a place where you get to learn something new about what happened at your kids' school. What happened during the day? They learned something new, right? So it's a very special place in the home, and it's a place where you really get to live life, do life, experience new moments. A place where you gather. It's a place where you practice ritual with your family. So how do you create this place where you get to discover your family members? How do you create, what are all the ingredients to create the family room? Well, I'm going to tell you. I want you to think about three things. I want you to think about how it's going to look, feel, and function. Look, feel, and function. First, we will start with function. Think the layout. So the layout of your family room. How is your family room laid out to foster the things you want it to do, right? So, maybe you want your family room to be a place where you get to just sit down and have a glass of wine at the end of the night, or a place where you want to catch up with your family members, or even guests. It's not just family members. Of course, it's family members primarily, but friends, when friends come over, right? And the function of the layout should be to serve the purpose in which the room is designed for, right? So, for instance, putting the furniture right in front of each other, right? So your sofa on one end, and then perhaps another sofa on the other end. But the point is, the two forms of seating are facing each other, which promotes conversation and talking as opposed to facing the TV. Then it becomes a TV room, right? So you want to think about your layout. Next thing is zones. You want to create zones in your family room that will help foster connection, right? That will help, or that will contribute. You want to create zones for each member of the family, so they have something just for them, right? So if you have an avid reader in the family, creating a reading nook, or if you have children, young children, creating a place where they can play, a place where they can store their toys, creating a place where you can just lounge and relax, right? So these are all functional elements that you want to incorporate into creating your family room. Next thing is feel. You want your family room to feel comfortable for everyone, right? So how can you achieve that? Think of things like seating. Seating is a big part of establishing and creating your family room, right? You want to think about, do you have enough seating? Is there a variety of seating? Do you have accent chairs? Do you have puffs? Do you have ottomans? These are all different types of seating that you want to think about. Another way to think about feel is throw pillows, throw blankets, cushions. These all give you the feels in your family room, right? Another thing is warm lighting, like setting the mood. You want to think about all these different ingredients to help create the place of opportunity, to help create the family room for you and your family. Last but not least is look. How do you want your family room to look? Your family room should be a reflection of you and every member of the family, right? So think of things like incorporating family heirlooms, layering personality pieces, think of vintage finds, family photos. These are all pieces and accessories that will help tell the story of everyone who lives in the home. So I have a question for you. What in your family room makes you feel like you are living? I have another question for you. So question. How does your family room foster connection? How does your family room help you discover your loved ones? Comment below. For more tips on creating the perfect family room, you can read my blog. Bye!